Hey guys, this is Matthew here, and I'm back, and I'm ready to talk about the most recent game I beat, which happens to be the Dark Pictures Anthology's House of Ashes. This is the third entry in the franchise since they started doing this anthology series after Until Dawn came out, and they're doing their own thing. And well, first, let's talk about how you felt about the past two games. Man of Medan, I feel like I enjoyed Man of Medan a lot more than other people did. Uh, I thought it was fun. I remember Man of Medan fondly, and I liked that game. So, a lot of people didn't, but I enjoyed Man of Medan. But Little Hope, that is where I differ. A lot of people thought Man Little Hope was better than Man of Medan. I am not a fan of Little Hope specifically for the story and ending. I I just remember I I remember the characters in Little Hope. I think I don't remember any of them being particularly great. Uh, and I the fact that the ending does what it does really pushed me off from Little Hope. So my excitement for House of Ashes was way down after what happened with Little Hope. And but let's talk about House of Ashes. Is it a step up, in my opinion, from Little Hope? I think it is. Uh, let's talk about it. So, with Little Hope, I actually like the premise a lot more than I did with this. Little Hope is Salem Witch Trials. I love Salem Witch Trials, so even more disappointing for me that I didn't enjoy them tackling that subject. And for this is Iraq War 2003. Uh, you know, vampires and yeah, kind of like desert stuff, which I don't think that's the most interesting synopsis. I think Man of Medan, pirates and boat monsters. I think that sounds scarier than this. I think Salem Witch Trials sounds really scary. Like this, off the top, doesn't sound scary. But I was actually pleasantly surprised with the story. Uh, uh, I think this is kind of double A the game still for the franchise. There are so let me just start with the story, okay? There's a lot of branches and a lot of different ways it can go that I noticed. And yeah, a lot of branches. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this spoilers, because I can't really talk about the story without spoilers since the game is only story pretty much. Uh, I think the fact that the monsters are real, unlike Man of Medan and Little Hope, uh, just enhance it so much. You get to the end of Little Hope and you're like, everything was fake, and oh, that was such an eye roll moment for me. You're like, none of these characters are real, but the fact that everything here is real, kind of like Until Dawn, uh, it just enhances it so much. I think the vampires had a scary design. I think the devil horns out of the infection. Oh, I love the designs in this game. I love the environments. Uh, let's talk about the characters because this is a character-based game. Uh, I thought they were good. I don't think any of them excelled. I think the best character was Salim, the Iraqi soldier who joined your group. Uh, I think Salim was really good. Uh, as for the other characters, Ashley Tisdale's character, eh, the air the corporal, her ex husband, eh. I think all the other characters are eh. I think the only one who's actually good would be the one who shot the person at the checkpoint and who's right having to come with terms with I did that happened. But the other three main characters, Ashley Tisdale and the corporal and the other guy, I I hated the love triangle. I hated it. I'm sorry. It just felt cringy. the way they talked about it, I hated it. I think it was not very well done, and yeah, the voice acting was off. I felt like the emotion wasn't there. I didn't have the emotional connection there, so I thought it was not good, and that brought the characters down for me. I mean, the traits themselves, Ashley Tisdale, like I'm in charge here. I'm like I'm a badass, you know. I'm like, good job, Ashley Tisdale. But for the rest of it, eh, eh. I mean that's really what it comes down to. I think, but Salim really good. I love Salim. I you know other parts of the story I didn't like. Let's talk about the Salim's general. I think his name was Dak or Dat. I hate him. I hate characters whose only purpose is to be annoying. That's all he's existed for. He just comes and he shoots you at random times until he gets killed by a vampire. He's just there to annoy you. I mean, the story, you remove him, it's not that different. He's just there to be annoying. At the end of the day, it's about them tackling the vampires and trying to get out. He's annoying. Uh, but I think the story itself is actually pretty good. I don't think the characters are good. I think the stories are good. Where it's like you're stuck here. You're going down. There's this past. They were cursed, and I think the story's good in this game. I do. I don't think the characters are as good. Yeah, I think there are some really good moments, like going back as the soldier to go save Salim, and it's like bang, bang, bang. I think it can feel really cool. Planting the bombs in the big vampire nest, and continuing on as I think his name was John. That was really cool, even though I didn't like him as much because he was the one he was part of the affair with Ashley Tisdale's character. But that was a really cool moment. And there's just a lot of cool moments in the story. There's a part in the story where you can get on a gun or run away, and I got on the gun and I saved this man's life. And I feel like there were a lot of branching options you could have done and choices that affect the ending and your character's fates. And I think it's really well done. Let's talk about some other things. The general design of the game is the same. You get collectibles. You can, you walk around. You make choices about what to do in situations. Do I run? Do I fight? Do I go save this person? Do I agree with this person? And I think that design is good. I still think it's double A. I wish they would focus on one big game like they did with Until Dawn, and make it the best it can be. But I enjoyed the anthology series they're doing. It just is double A, and it's just like 6s and 7s and 5s, and I mean you can tell the voice acting, it feels rushed. I mean there are just some cuts where it's like the animations suck, and there's just weird transitions, and yeah, and it's like, am I gonna remember any of these characters? Because I'm not going to replay this game. Am I going to remember any of these characters? I don't. I remember Sean Ashmore's character from Man of Medan. I remember the woman from Man of Medan, who's who on the boat. I don't remember any of their characters. I remember the characters from Little Hope. I remember really loving John, and I remember those characters. Am I going to remember these characters? I think the only one I'm going to remember is Salim. So I don't know how memorable they are, but overall, I think this game was good. Not so good. I think this game was solid. Okay. I'd give it like a 6 or a 7, because I love the choices, and I love the fact that it matters. I think the story's interesting. I just think the rest of it, is double A the game. It's just double A. And that's okay. I mean, there's some double A games I really love. I love Groupfall, for example, as a vampire, but I really don't like the love triangle. There are parts of the story I don't like. I like the love triangle. I don't know. I wish they would commit to it, make it more quality, like they did with Until Dawn. But they're pumping them out like this. It's a fun little anthology series that I enjoy, and I'm going to give the next one, The Devil Inside Me. I'm gonna get that. That was cool. That was like, it can be really good with the Saw concept. That was good. But for this itself, I think this is probably my favorite one. It's between this and Manamadon. I don't really remember Manamadon that well, so I think it's going to be this by default. So I'll give this a 6 or a 7. I give Little Hope like a Little Hope. Little Hope was actually very buggy for me too. This game didn't have bugs, so Little Hope, that also brought Little Hope down. I'd probably give Little Hope like a 4. I'll give Manamadon like a 5, and I'll give this like a 6 or a 7, 6.5. I'll do 6.5, just because I enjoyed the choices, and I enjoyed the story, and yeah, that's my opinion. Thank you.